I'm your host, Ken Patterson. We are at the 13th annual St. Louis Prototype Modelers Meet. I'm doing an outdoor photo shoot. We're going to talk about this table saw. That's absolutely magnificent. This is the best hobby in the world.
What's neat?
What's neat?
What's neat?
What's neat?
Starts now.
Catch the What's Neat podcast every week and full episodes of What's Neat every month at the Model Railroad Hobbyist YouTube page.
7 o'clock. It's already almost 8:30.
That's because we have so much fun
Jesus
in the green
Christ.
room.
Well, that's true.
I love the green room. It's green. No countdown. Ready?
No countdown. Are you sure we?
Yes.
All right, let's have a countdown, okay? 3,
George Bogatuk, we love you. Oh, where's my glasses? Where's my glasses? Okay.
3, 2, 1.
The What's Neat This Week in Model Railroading Show is made possible by viewers like you and is proudly supported by Model Railroader Magazine, helping enthusiasts become better modelers for more than 90 years. To learn more, visit trains.com. Additional support is provided by Spring Creek Model Trains, your destination for model trains. Stop in and say, wow. Check out their website at springcreekmodeltrains.com. ModelTrainBox.com, the best way to store and transport your models. Check out their website at ModelTrainBox.com. Microengineering, keeping you on track with quality products for 55 years. Check out their website at www.microengineering.com. InterMountain Railway Company, where the detail makes the difference. Check out their website at intermountain-railway.com. Further support is provided by the NCE Corporation, the power of DCC. Visit their website at ncedcc.com. And thank you for supporting the What's Neat This Week podcast.
This is the What's Neat This Week show in model railroading. Show number 347 for June 6, 2026. I'm your host, Ken Patterson, the host of that great show over at Model Railroad Hobbyist Magazine called What's Neat. That's the only part of the show lines I can remember now. The rest of it I have to actually read. The fact is, we've got some great videos coming out. The May video that is out currently that you guys can watch shows what the plans are for the room build out and for the layout build out down here in the future, which is going to create a lot of neat new material for the What's Neat show.
Really, it shows what Ken Patterson's been doing for the last 40 years, and it's pretty amazing.
Oh, that's right. There was a lot of history in that,
Yeah,
wasn't
There
there?
sure was.
Oh, wow. That was a good one. That was well edited.
Yeah,
now you're
it
reminding
was.
me. May's good. Check
Yeah.
out May. That's all we need to say about that. Oh, my God. June video just got shot. That was a fun video. I did that one in one take. And in that video, we talk about trains, obviously, how to transport your trains, how to display your trains, and also how to store your trains. 3 separate categories with multiple ideas for each category, and I had to dig in the footage barrel for that
I can't
one.
wait for you guys to see
Oh
all
my
this
God.
B-roll that he put in from all the way back.
I
It's great.
took you back to high school, to my first train shelf I ever built out of glass and wood, because I knew how to use tools. I worked at a hardware store. I had those talents then. They wouldn't let me take shop class. I guess I knew too much. Anyway, long story short, I sold my shop teacher a lot of nice tools. So yeah, that's what's coming up for May and June. I'm going to talk about something briefly now and then step out of the way. The city behind me that you guys have seen going nowhere for the last few months, the company that Bob Lundy owns, do you remember the name of that company? Because I didn't rehearse this part.
No, and I can't remember the guy's name from Chicago
So,
either.
Bob Lundy
Oh, Steve Day.
and Steve Day.
That's
right.
it.
Hi, Steve.
Sorry, we forgot your name.
I didn't forget his name. So long story short, they've agreed to maybe buy a few plots of land on the city and develop their buildings.
Nice.
I'll have to be the builder, but the fact is we'll create material out of how to use their structures. I think a lot of their stuff is laser cut and or resin. So
Oh, wow.
I actually need to look that up.
That's very cool.
But I was messing around with the computer the other day, and a new icon appeared on my taskbar. And I clicked on it just out of curiosity, and it was AI asking me, hey, what do I want to do today? And I said, well, I want you to show me what the city behind me will look like when it's finished. I want it to be 1980s. I want it to be clean or gritty. We'll do both. We'll figure it out when we get there. And I want you to keep the border of my layout as far as you can build it, no further than that. Well, it didn't listen. It said it would take 2 minutes, and what I did was set up a camera over here in the room, and I shot my layout, and I fed it that information, the picture of this. And I said, show me what it's going to look like finished. Well, it's going to take 2 minutes. Be patient. Oh my God, it would take me 3 years. It spit out this shot of the entire city with no walkway, so it didn't follow directions, but it showed me something. Wow, did it show me something? Look, you're seeing it right now.
It's amazing.
So then I asked it, take it and make it so it fits the bench work. Don't go in the aisleway. And this is what it gave me. It gave me what my layout would look like finished. It kept the Bachmann building, it kept the crane, and it decided the rest of it on its own. Pretty cool. It also showed me a shot of the area with a subway train on it looking gritty. I told it to clean it up, make it 1980s, and then it showed me a more clean shot of this area. And then I said, show it to me in the dark. What's it going to look like? Oh my God. There it is. That's all of it. And so for the last 3 days, I've been walking around here saying, now that I've seen it, what's the point of building it?
I know, that's the same thing.
And when you saw the pictures tonight, you said that out loud to me.
Same thing.
And I said, dude, I've been contemplating that for 3 days.
Right.
Once you've seen it finished,
It's like, oh, somebody already did it.
Yeah.
Why should I?
I
do it
don't
again?
understand that part, but I do appreciate the fact that I do have a better grasp of what this is going to look like, because it nailed it. I'm going to do a segment on what's neat for that, so I don't want to let too much out of the bag, but I'm going to point it at that other end of the basement and tell it what I want, and let's see how that turns out. It's going to work. I know it will. So that's enough. That segment for the July What's Neat video is going to be AI and model railroading. I think that's a good way to start it.
Wow, that's going to be very, very exciting.
Okay.
Let's talk about these autoracks, because that's the elephant in the room.
Yes, what did you bring, Mike? And I'll go run camera while you talk.
All right. Well, these 3 cars up here were sent to me by Bob Johnson from Masterbuilt Models, and these are new '68 Camaros.
Wow.
By Mini Champs, which this is the first thing I've gotten from them, I think, but it's from I forgot the name of the company, Paul's Model Art in Germany.
Oh, wow.
So Mini Champs, they'll probably be coming out with some more. But anyway, I brought these Tyco cars to compare them in size, and it's pretty amazing how
Yeah.
they've got the scale, exactly right. And yeah, the interesting thing about this autorack, this is one of the first, actually the first tri-level I built as a youngster. When I was 12, I sent away to Missouri Pacific for just asking if they had any photos of car carriers, and they sent me some 8x10 black and white pictures, and this car was in one of the photos, so I made a model of it and loaded it up with the Tyco Camaros. And later on, I took the cars out and repainted them all, made some of them into convertibles, and then I put a few Corvettes in there, which would date this to only 1967.
Oh, wow.
But that's just for the purists. So, but anyway, Rapido has really been knocking it out of the park. Just unreal. They're coming out. It's on a conditional release now, depending on pre-orders. I pre-ordered mine through our local hobby shop, Redboard Hobby over in Belleville, Illinois. But they're coming out with tri-level and bi-level Whitehead and Kales racks on National Steel Car Flat Company flat cars, low-level flats. And this one wobbles a lot. It's going to need to be tuned up before I run it again. But the unique thing about the NSC flats, where they had all these gussets, triangular gussets along the side sill. So that was a lot of detail. It took me. This is completely scratch built. the Whitehead and Kales rack, and the flat car. It's all built around an AccuRail weight. So that would date this model to around 2000, I think. And it has the larger Katy couplers before the 58s came out. So I would have used the 58s if they were available at the time.
Wow.
But anyway, Rapido's coming out with this prototype with open sides and with this. It was called GeoGrid siding by CP&C, and it was actually like black construction fencing. It was plastic mesh, but they're coming out with tri-levels and bi-levels in a bunch of different paint schemes and on decks. So anyway, I'm real excited about that, and I hope they get enough orders to put it into production.
Get to your local dealer and get yours today, definitely.
Right.
They have a lot of cool stuff coming out.
Yeah. And while we were over there at Redboard, you picked up another Rapido
Yeah,
car.
I did. This is the Greenbrier Traverse coil car. This is the UP version. It's in the gray screen with the shield. It's number 213179, and it's from 2022 on. And this little guy is very, very neat. He rolls like a champ, and when you open this up, the way that they stack them in there is just neat, compact. It's very, very cool looking and very unique.
It's unique because they put the coils in that would
Like-
roll with the car, actually. And the older coil
They would
cars,
do 'em the other way.
longitudinally.
Yeah,
So
it's very
that's
cool.
what I guess transverse.
Another one that Rapido knocked out of the park.
I know everything they do is so
Yeah, I mean,
detailed and
The,
so
the little walkways on the side here, I mean, everything is just,
yeah,
it's really, really neat.
right.
And then we have these InterMountain. These are SD 45-2s. Are you going to talk about those, Ken?
Oh, those are cool.
SD40
Oh, these are
No,
neat.
these are-
Oh, I had one of those in HO and Brass
These are
from Overland.
45.
Yeah, SD 45s.
45-2s.
SD45-2s. We got the SP in the Don't Paint So Fast paint scheme. I love that paint scheme. That was so cool.
Yeah.
I remember modeling
I
one of
did
those right
actually
after high
like
school.
that.
I've also got the blue bonnet, locomotive number 5637. I shot all of these outside. I've also got the Erie Lackawanna SD45-2, locomotive number 3670. These have all got LokSound in them. So, and I opened up one of them. Oh, wait a minute.
You opened up
I
all three of
can't
them.
show you this up close with the camera that we have going on right now. But one of these tops, I don't remember which one, when I was dealing with it outside,
It came off.
it did. Really super simple. And now it's not going to come off for me.
Oh, there
Oh
you
my
go.
God. I'm going to get it
Wow.
off. Look at this mechanism. I can't B-roll this for you. I'll go to camera 2. Check out this board. Is it lit? Anyway, just as amazing, the small circuitry and the electronics that are inside of this mechanism.
That end scale is incredible.
Yes.
I mean, dude, that's crazy.
Now, do those have sound?
This has got
ECC?
sound.
Yeah.
I don't even know where the speaker
I don't
is.
either.
But it's there. We need to pull out the N scale out. That would have been great tonight to have the N scale out sitting here and have these things running around circles in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, check them out at the InterMountain website. And of course, you really see these at whatsneat.com, that amazing website that shows every single model that we've ever had on the show with full color pictures. Every single guest that's ever been on this show. Whatsneat.com. Just thank you, Randy Hook, for your effort, what you do
Very
for us. Right?
So I got this box here.
Yes, and that is because our wonderful friend from Australia, ModelTrainBox.com, came out with a brand new box this week. And I'm just guessing that we're going to show it to you tonight.
Eventually.
This is the box that we showed on the show last year when
Yep.
they came out with this. And you were able to put, Joshua, a whole bunch of engines in this with
Yeah.
pull-out dividers, as many trains as you want or don't want, depending upon how many dividers you pull out. And this is great for storage and or transportation. Well, the thing was, as we showed this off on the show, and I did show this off on the What's Neat show last month or for this coming up month, because it fits the subject matter of storage and transportation. We tried putting this car into it. And as you can see by the length of the box, we could only get 2 cars, well, 1 car,
Can't even get 2.
and then it would only hang off the edge like that.
Right.
So what he did was he figured out a way, I love this man, to come up with a way to ergonomically fit everything in, and that's what this is. This is the autorack height, double deck superliner height box, but everything is arranged diagonally instead of longitudinally. Is that the right word I just didn't use?
Horizontally and vertically.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm from Oakville, I went to high school.
That's nice.
So,
I like
real
that.
nice.
if I want to carry 1 autorack, which I wouldn't, but if I wanted to, you get the point. It's
Sure.
designed to hold, I think, 11. Somebody count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It'll hold a dozen donuts. I mean, a dozen passenger cars just like that.
Very nice.
Or autoracks. And it's got the height clearance. So this is brand new in his line. We have some other items that we're going to share on the show next week, which is really cool, but I wanted to start with this. One of my most favorite things that I remember talking about from this company, modeltrainbox.com, was that briefcase that we showed off last year on the show, that hard case. That was just really neat. But not that this isn't any less neat, so check it out. Check out their website. They have American U.S. distribution all set up to make your shipping quick.
Wow.
I know. I love it.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's very cool.
We'll have more stuff to talk about next month on that.
All right, I'm ready to go get the N scale layout out of the garage.
Do you want to do it? That'll
Yeah,
be fun.
let's do that. So, because I want to say that we're going to go run some trains. But first,
What?
we got to get through some stuff.
What stuff?
So you're watching us on YouTube, you need to go down to the bottom. You need to hit like to like this episode. You need to hit subscribe so you can see other episodes. And then hit the bell so you get notifications when he drops an episode at 3 or 4 in the morning usually.
Yes. I've been going to bed every day at 6 a.m.,
Yep.
so it's...
Go to Facebook, check out our Facebook page, like us on there, comment on there. We tend to get back whenever we can to people asking stuff. Eventually we'll do a live show on Facebook possibly. We're not quite sure about that yet. But check us out. If you want to see any other episodes, go to whatsneat.com.
That's an amazing
Thank you,
website.
Randy
God.
Hook. Yeah, you guys got anything else to provide to
Yeah,
the show?
shout out to Brad Ogden out there in
Yeah.
Utah.
Hi, Brad.
Yeah, he's looking forward to getting home June 17th.
Yeah.
So that's getting close. So,
And thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you for letting us into your home.
and our super fan, Randy.
Yeah, thanks,
What's
Randy.
up, Randy?
I know, rock and roll. So
right.
with that, guys, let's go run some trains.
Yeah, let's do it.
We can't run trains here yet. We have a point-to-point.
No, we're gonna go get the N scale.
I got the HO stuff running last week. We have a point-to-point.
Okay.
All right,
That's
do
how
it.
I opened up the June show. We got it running.
I want to switch the
Oh
pool
God,
bar.
the bird's out of the bag. I just let the bird out of the bag, didn't I? Or was that the cat?
That's all right. The
Is
cat's
the
out
dog
of the
still in
bag.
here?
Nope.
Oh my God, I'm gonna be in so much trouble.
The dog's
Run for your life. Oh, you be careful. All these cameras are still rolling. It's like, oh no. All right, we love it. Ready, set, go. Do I have enough for B-roll? I hope so.
Do you want to take any more of those cars? He's got a whole bunch more cars to send me. He said
Really?
there was some kind of backup since March, and he's got several loads of stuff that can't hit. Everything's come out
I
since
love
March.
this stuff. The fire engines he gave me, I cherish.
Yeah.
Never mind that Landon discovered that the ladders don't work right.
Well, they're not really
Oh,
toys.
he was on the ground, man. He had a full-blown fire going right here in the middle of the room. He's gonna put it out. I love him. I love him.
Well, you gotta admire the kid's imagination.
Oh my God.
That's how we started.